Hello, my name is Mikayla Gingrey and I am a sophomore screenwriting major with a double minor in history and political science. On campus, I'm involved as an RA, a Christian-led community leader, bells, and an intercultural facilitator. But beyond that, I'm also like a very energetic and empathetic person. I feel that rolls perfectly into being the RA. Our whole goal is to talk to people, be friends with our residents, and really help them through whatever life circumstances they're going through, but then also be there for the bad times, but then the good times as well. Every time I see them in the hallway, they have the biggest smile on their face, and they really just make me happy and joyful, and then I just spread joy right back at them. So there's a lot of love and happiness in Desmond. Desmond has definitely given me a huge network and family that I can always rely and depend on from day to day. So I got involved in CLC right after first year retreat. One of the girls that was in my dorm invited me to come out to her CLC meeting, and I came and I immediately knew that was the place for me. It was a place of love, everyone was so welcoming, and something I really value about CLC is you're able to make connections with the other people in the group on a deeper level and really know them and share your faith walk, your journey with them, and grow at the same time yourself. My faith has definitely grown since joining CLC. I had never been a part of a youth group where you got to get together and talk about your experience ever before LMU. And to be honest, when I came to LMU, one of the reasons I'm here is to grow in my faith. I decided to join Bells because, number one, I have always been surrounded by incredibly influential and powerful women that have poured into my life. And so when I looked at all the different options for service or communities, that's the number one thing that stood out to me about Bells. It's a place of such love and solidarity and social justice, and I feel like those are three pillars that really kind of define who I am, and that's what I found in Bells. In Bells, every time I walk in there, people are so excited and really passionate about serving. And I think what's special about Bells is it's not just serving to serve, but it's really serving with others and learning from others, definitely at our different placements that we go to. Domestic violence is Bells' focus, and I think that's incredibly important because a lot of times it's hard to talk about domestic violence and it gets pushed under the rug, but in Bells we're very courageous in having those conversations and bringing things from the background to the foreground. And as a screenwriter, that's something I want to do through all of my films, is definitely have a story where the underlying message is bringing social justice to the forefront, and in my humble opinion is where they belong. The intercultural facilitators are an amazing group of people here on campus. We are student leaders and we go into, whether it's the residence halls, athletics, professors, and we facilitate discussions on race, gender, sexual identity, etc. And from these conversations, it's really important because we realize that we have more commonalities with each other here on LMU's campus rather than differences. And then another part of the intercultural facilitators that is so important is that it's peers learning from peers. And this peer-to-peer learning, you're able to gather things that are much more tangible and pertinent to what's happening here on LMU campus and how we can create change. And along with that, intercultural facilitators are there to have conversations, but more importantly, we're there to have conversations that lead to action. And I feel like right now in society, that's incredibly important because we have some horrible atrocities and social justice issues that are like folding out day to day. And a lot of times we talk about it, we meet about it, we debate about it, we have vigils for it, but then no action leads after, and that's really what we promote as intercultural facilitators. Everything I've been involved in on campus will definitely help me as I enter the film industry as a screenwriter. As a screenwriter, I want to tell the stories of people that aren't necessarily represented on the screen today, and from my interactions with people in Bells, from meeting my residents that come from all over the country, that come from international, from CLC leaders when I get to hear about religion, but not only Christianity, but Buddhism, Islamic beliefs. I'm able to really gather that and put that forth into screenplays where we can talk about how we can bring forth change, and understanding that one way is not only the right way, and that there's definitely multiple perspectives out there. In all of the things that I've been involved in, communication probably has been the key component of it all, and that's definitely something I'm going to bring with myself when I enter the film industry, because it's a very collaborative industry, and you're going to have to work with multiple people on different levels and understand that communicating one way doesn't necessarily work with every single person, so you have to be able to adapt to any situation that you enter into.